Okay, friends, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. So this is the ongoing video series as a part of average friends by age example. So herein we'll be looking at the running the average friends by age example using Apache Spark 3 with Scala. Don't forget to subscribe. So so let's make it real. Let's actually run it now. So as we discussed in our previous video, this is our fake friends.csv file with all the relevant users and their age groups and the number of friends. So if you want to follow along, just download this code from my GitHub repository. Basically, it has the format which I have described in my previous YouTube video. So basically, the user ID is followed by the username, followed by the age and the number of friends. And also we fabricated a different people at random to create a library of fictitious fictitious name of various Star Trek and Deep Base Nine characters. Because I am a nerd. But again, all we really care about are the ages, number of friends. That's the information which we are trying to aggregate. So let's go ahead and copy this into our folder, into our project folder, and let's see how we can do it now. So here is the example, here is the project, here is the code which we are going to see for the friends by age example. And let me see. So this friends by age dot scala, I have to import this into my project first, and also I need to keep this I need to keep this the fake friends.csv into my input the input text file. So let's go ahead and do it now. So as you can see, I have kept uh, the source code here in the source folder, and also I have kept the, as you see here, the fake friends CSV is kept in the Spark Scala folder, which is the same folder which you see up here, and also the I have kept the friends by age file into the Scala file into the Scala for main Scala folder. So having said that, let's go ahead and see what our program says about it. And so these are all our boilerplate stuff here, which we are declaring the package, which is the TKT health tips, and we are also declaring the other we are importing the other Apache libraries. So basically, we are importing the Spark libraries we need and the Apache log4j, which we need for this script. We are creating a friends by age object, and within that we have two functions. One is of course our main function, and that is where all the action happens. And also we have this parse line function, and this function's job is to just take our input data and extract the information we actually care about. And in this case, we are going to care about the age and the number of friends fields for each individual. For each individual in our input data as shown here. So again, we are going to take our each line of raw input, split it up based on commas because this is a comma separated values file. Extract the age from the field number 2 as shown here, which is actually the third field, but we actually started counting from 0, converted it into an integer. So here by this way we extract the friend's number, which is the field number 3. Remember, this is the fourth field, converted to an integer as well. And then we return a tuple here for the age and the number of friends for each individual. So voila, friends, here we have our first key value pair. Woohoo! Let's say the key value RDD, which results the operation. Okay, so putting it into it now and into an action, we got to move to our main function and let's see what's going on here. So here we have set the logging level to error to reduce all the log spam, create a Spark context which runs actually locally using every core of our machine. I name this context as friends by age. We call text file on the Spark context to load up the fake friends.csv, which we just copied in, which is this file basically, a CSV file, which we are going to convert it to a text file. Basically, it will convert to a lines RDD. Mind you friends, this is not a key value RDD. Rather, it's a RDD where every value, where every here every value is a basically where every value is a line of raw input. But then we apply our parse line function to that RDD as mentioned here using lines.map and passing in the parse line function as a parameter to map, and that will apply the parse line function to every individual input row and give us back a key value RDD where the RDD consists of two integer which represents an age and a number of. So the key is our age and the value is the number of friends. And here is the big scary line of code again we talked about previously where we applied two sets in one. First, introduce the key values. First thing we do is basically we take the key value pair of age and number of friends, add them so that the values are not just a raw number of friends, but the tuple of the number of friends and number one. And that just allows us to add up both the total number of friends and the total number of people for a given age. And that's what reduce by key does. It's given two of these values and which are tuples of total number of friends and total number of people of a given age. We add them all together, one component at a time. We add together every friend count and every number one for each individual to end up with our resulting totals by age, that is totals by age RDD, which will contain one row for each unique age which we seeing and the grand total in a tuple of the total number of friends for that age and the total number of people that we saw of that age by adding all those ones which we create. Okay, and that gives us the numbers which we need to actually compute the averages. So mapping those resulting values by just dividing the first and second elements of each tuple, the total number of friends and the total number of people. So we end up with the average, and that goes into our averages by age. RDD, we collect the results and we print out, we sort them and print out for each line. So now let's see if it works or not. That will be a fun thing to watch. So let me see. Let me click on the compile. So let's see if it works. Compiling using the Spark's default log4j profile. Still compiling, still compiling, still compiling, still compiling, still compiling. Yep, here we go. You see the result the result here. So hey, it worked. So we have it. So we can really be very proud of, because these are all randomly generated. So we should not be very proud of. But it could be, maybe if you're working for a big social network company, then who knows, you might have to do this, something similar which you need to do. But to interpret, let's interpret this result. For example, the average 18-year-old in our input CSV file of our big data has 343 friends. So let's see the average of 40. So the people of 40 years of age has 200 average of 250 friends. Similarly, for the age of 53, we have 222 average of friends. For the age of 57, we have 258 average number of friends. This will be pretty interesting to see how it looks with the real data. Haha. But this particular example shows how to do it, how to actually go and count it. So here you go, you have a working key value RDD example for the fake friends example, and which we for the fake friends video which we did in this our YouTube channel. So if you haven't got the time to look into it, just click on the link on the top of this video, and you should be taken to that video wherein we have dealt with the theoretical part of this example in details. So friends, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, feel free to drop the comments, and if you want to get this code, go to the GitHub account and you should be able to get it. And take care, stay safe in these days, and a very happy new year coming